Hello, everyone. Let's wait a couple minutes until some more audience will. Yes, we will start a meeting with this workshop in a couple minutes. Hello, welcome. We will start our workshop shortly in a couple minutes. Thank you for your patience. Great. Let's get started. Thank you so much for participating in this workshop today. Can you hear me, everyone? Great. Okay. Today, welcome to our first series of workshop, Environmental Social Impact Raw Materials Used in Luxury Goods and Their Innovative Alternatives. This time, we are focusing on the natural fibers used in luxury fashion and explore those materials to behind the story of the materials to shape the luxury fashion sector. Before jumping in the workshop, I would like to briefly introduce our organization, HxN Ultras. HxN Ultras is a non-profit organization which has consultative status in United Nations. We promote sustainability in fast fashion industry. Great. And also we focus on the research and educational project to reach deep understanding of the social, economic, environmental problems linked to the textile world. Lab system change in fashion. Like our member is from the lab, is within Japanese authors. This lab is focused on the research conversation, and the discussion about solution to how to tackle the system change, how to tackle the challenges fashion industry are facing. And this year, we are especially focused on luxury fashion. Fast fashion is very gain more attention from sustainable perspective because of like the image um, appearance issue raised. However, luxury fashion is very fundamental role to change the industry, and there is a lot of space to discuss, we believe. So we focus on the discussion, focus on luxury fashion industry this year. Today's agenda, why plant-based fibers is very important. And then we're going to talk about explanation of the today's topic, which is linen. And after we have a guest today from North American Linen Association, um, Shannon. Thank you so much, Shannon. And we have a short panel discussion with her. And also, I would like to stress about certification. The certification will be sent if you are able to participate 3 days straight. Our workshop is very short, 30 minutes. However, we have like today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, Friday, three workshop last. And if what if you are able to participate 3 days, we like to send the certification to your email address. And if you can, that's okay. But just wanted to let you know we have another session tomorrow at the same time, cotton and photosynthetic Friday. Okay, let's talk about the plant-based fibers. Plant-based fiber, why we choose this topic in the first workshop? Because plant-based fiber are one of the most old materials in garment production and deeply rooted in human history. And also, we need to stress luxury fashion. In luxury fashion, the natural plant-based natural materials is take a very important role. So understanding those fiber is very important to understand foundation of sustainability in the fashion industry. Today, we are going to talk about linen. And in the end of the workshop, 30 minutes, we hope you get some insight. It's like a beneficial when if you're in fashion industry, you want to like you can use this insight to your workplace, or if you're consumers, when you make a decision to purchase, like we hope this knowledge will be valuable to the further your activity to be more sustainable. Great. We have the speaker, Fatemi.
Hello,
Fatemi,
everyone.
hello. Fatemi is the textile expert. Can you introduce yourself, please?
Yeah, thank you for my colleague for her explanation. It's Fatema Malik Mohammadi. I hold a bachelor degree in textile engineering, focused on fiber and textile chemistry, and I'm pursuing my master in fashion studies at Sapienza University of Rome. Well, as you have understood, I want to talk on linen as one of the plant fiber used in fashion industry. Well, you have probably heard the linen word a lot or seen it on the label of clothes while you are shopping, but you don't know how they are produced, where they are come from, and why these days they have found a special place among many brands. Next. Yeah, over the last decades, many brands has preferred to have linen as one of their main products due to its properties as it's long-lasting and durable and has a historical look as it comes with its natural look. And the history which comes with the fabric. Linen has been used over the history back to Egyptian clothing and Roman, so it becomes one of the green choices these days. Next. First, we need to know how organic linen is produced because it could be one of the best plant fiber due to in terms of sustainability, agriculture points, and biodegradability. So let's see its production. Yeah, well, linen is a natural fiber from flax plants. Flax plant, it's chemically cellulose-based fiber, same as cotton, so it's completely biodegradable and it can goes back to soil. Let me change the. Okay, it can grow naturally if it's organic, and it's an annual plant, so we can just plant it once a year. We just plant the seeds in March, and we harvest it in July. It's important to know that we do not cut the plant, but we uproot it because the valuable part of the fiber is inside the root, so we just need to take them out. So flax grows in cooler climates like with moderate temperature like Canada and Western Europe, like France and Amsterdam in Holland. Next. Yeah, next step will be retting. In retting, we just leave the plant on the field and we wait to several weeks to be to break down the pectin part. We can also use water retting, like putting the flax inside the water tank, but it's not sustainable because we will have water waste, but we don't want to waste water, so we prefer to do retting because it's more sustainable. Next. Yeah, in retting step, we just leave the plant on the field. During this period, the flax is exposed to moisture from the rain, which helps to break down the pectin that binds the linen fiber to the stem of the plant. This process also imparts its natural color, which is very important for customers. The linen fiber are then separated from the stems through a mechanical process known as scotching and hackling, as you can see in the picture. Scotching removes the woody stem part, and hackling combs the fiber until they resemble long and smooth strands that look like hair ready to be spun. So by now, we just produce organic linen fiber that is ready to be spun, and it doesn't contain any chemicals. Next. But unfortunately, in textile production, we have some other steps like weaving, bleaching, dyeing, printing, and finishing, which they use chemical materials and additives like oil for weaving, formaldehyde for bleaching, and dye and colorant for printing and dyeing, and other chemical material for finishing. So not all the linen fabric are sustainable, but we need to know how we can recognize them by using certifications and other information that we need to know as customers. Next. But it's also important to know not all the producer producing linen in organic way, because they prefer to speed up the process. So they are producing linen in conventional way. So they have conventional linen. Next. In conventional linen, they are using synthetic fertilizer and pesticides to speed up the process and also increase the quantity of the flax plant. They are doing the retting step in a chemical way by using acids or other chemicals to speed up the retting process. They are treating the fabric with harsh chemicals for bleaching, dyeing, and finishing. They have also water pollution because they are water the flax, also because they want to increase the quantity, and they also have labor intensity because they are using a lot of chemicals, which has impacts on people. But organic certified linen is following sustainable farming method. It has a lower environmental impact, and it's also safer for people with sensitive skin or allergies. Next. But so what makes organic linen a sustainable choice are these three points. First is eco-friendly growing process, that we do not need any watering or chemicals for growing them, and biodegradability. If we produce organic linen, they do not contain any chemicals, so they can go back to the soil. They also last more, so they are durable, which is very important in fast fashion industry, because we need some products that last more, and so we will be more sustainable. Next. Also, it's important that in organic linen production, we use all the parts of the plant, so we do not have any waste, which is very good for environment. We can use all parts like the part inside the plant for textile, seeds for oil, and other waste for building materials, which make it most sustainable fiber on the earth. Next. It's good to know also other linen properties, like it gets softer and stronger after each wash. It has a natural breathability. It's comfortable for hot weather because it can absorb a lot of water, and it's also recyclable because it's biodegradable. So it's also recyclable, so it follows the circular fashion. It's also lint free. Thanks. But how we can recognize this organic certified linen with certification that some organization and companies provide for companies and producer and also customers. The first one is Global Organic Textile Standard. This certification is for organic textile products that ensure the use of natural fibers grown according to the principle of organic farming. So when you see this label on a product, on a good, you can make sure that this product produced in an organic way. Next. The next one is Ecotech certification. This organization offers different certification with for harmful substances, for sustainable, responsible workplaces, and other options. Next. The last two certifications are Masters of Linen and European Flags. Masters of Linen certified yarns and fabric that are manufactured by certified European companies from certified European flax fiber, and the European flags guarantees the traceability for premium quality flax fiber grown and scratched in Western Europe. Yeah, thank you for your attention. My colleague continue.
Thank you so much, Fatemi. If you have any question, please drop in chat box. We are trying to answer a question in as much as possible in the end of our workshop. Great. Now we move on the discussion with Sharon. Welcome, Sharon. She's head of North American Linen Association. We talk about the Fatemi just talk about a lot of organic linen, but she's savvy about Sharon is savvy about the generative business model in linen. Can you introduce yourself, Shannon, please?
Sure. Hi, I'm Shannon Welsh. I live in Oregon, which is in the Pacific Northwest of the United States. I've been working within the fiber space for a long time, and linen has always been my favorite fabric, and flax my favorite fiber. So a group of us came together and founded the North American Linen Association in 2022. In North America right now, we have no infrastructure for scutching or that first stage processing. We lack harvesting equipment, the specialized harvesting equipment for pulling the crop. We have very limited seed. So we had a really thriving industry in the up until like the 60s, and then everything died out. So we're really all coming together to rebuild the systems needed to support flax production.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad that you're here because it's like a very short like workshop. Let's ask the first question to you. I would like to ask, what is like a latest status of situation of the discussion around the regenerative model in linen production, especially in North America?
Yeah, so going back to the presentation we just had, there are conventional kind of methods of growing flax and organic methods. Many in our group, we work with both systems because they're all part of the larger system, but there's a real push to move towards the organic production side. It can be challenging when you scale up flax because of weed pressure and things like that. But through lots of trials and we've had a lot of success with the organic side. There's a lot of certified organic growers in North America. So this fits in perfect in their regenerative systems. It's a great rotational crop. So it works a lot in those regenerative systems, and then also the production of that first stage processing of after you've harvested it and you want to get to the fiber, like the scutching, that's all mechanical. So that's a very, there's low energy use in it. There's no chemicals, no water. So that is a lot. We work a lot around trying to kind of build these systems with organics at the forefront, but also realizing that for some farms, organic is just something they really struggle with, whether it's weeds or their climate or things like that. So we do work with lots of conventional farmers, but we're always trying to get them to use as many organic practices as they can to, yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. It's a great opportunity to understand like what the reality is. It's easy to talk about in the on the desk, but it's really great to know like actual effort in the real world.
Yeah.
Another question will be, how can customer and companies identify regenerative linen? Is there any certification or anything we and the consumer can access to the regenerative linen?
Yeah, I think the presentation did a good job of identifying the main
Hmm.
certifications to
Hmm.
look for. 80% of linen is grown and produced in Western Europe, so France, Netherlands, and Belgium. Canada grows a lot of oilseed flax, but they have moved away from the fiber side, so they're starting to come around again. And part of it is the lack of infrastructure. But there is also here we have a couple. If you're looking for those certifications, are probably the best to look for, the one that were in the presentations. But there's a few other programs here in North America that are trying to really push the regenerative side, and there's Regenerative Organic Certified, ROC, and that ensures the farming practices are restoring soil health, promoting biodiversity, and then meeting organic and fair labor standards. So that's kind of a newer certification. I'm not sure that fabric at this point is holding that certification, but that is something that I think will be coming more online. There's also here, we have something called the Land to Market Program by the Savory Institute, and that actually goes out and verifies that the land is using these practices. So some of these certifications actually go out and are in the field looking at your crops and verifying. We also have in the US, the USDA organic certification, and that's on food, that's on clothing, that's on anything that kind of holds that certification. And that means the crops have not been grown with any synthetic fertilizers or pesticides or GMOs. So that's more kind of leaning towards the actual growing of the fibers. And yeah, those are probably the main certifications, and then the ones that were discussed in the
Thank you so
presentation.
much.
Yeah.
Great. This very useful for everyone. We are trying to shift our daily behavior to be more sustainable, and we gain those knowledge and how to utilize it. This is very important to understand how we are access. So thank you so much.
Yeah, sure.
Does anyone have a question from our lab member or the audience who participated today to the Shannon? If there is any general question or a particular question to Shannon, please feel free to speak up. Amazing. Maybe from thank you so much for joining us. So this a conversation that making the sustainable choice in especially materials affect three SDG goals United Nations the has SDG 12, 13, 15, 8, which is responsible consumption and production, climate action, life and land, decent work and economic growth, which is good to have in your mind, I feel like. So please remember the sustainable choice is always good for the not only the environmental, but at the same time the other various effect they have. We would like to thank you so much for joining. It was very short session, but I hope some information is useful, everyone. And we will send the feedback link to, we will drop the link to get a feedback. If you are able to participate, please fill in your feedback. We appreciate any insight you provide with us. And also, if someone is interested in HxN Ultras or lab system change, we are also dropping the contact address. So please feel free to reach out. The Adriana is a founder of HxN Ultras, so either contact her or we also have information email address. So please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you so much for joining.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We will close the. Thank you, everyone. Okay. Can you stay a bit here, the team member? I'm going to stop sharing and I'm going to stop recording.